The plant next to it is Ipomoea or Ipomoea batatas. All right, ornamental sweet potato. Sometimes if you look down into the actual, sometimes when the soil has kind of come back from it, you can actually see parts of the actual sweet potato. This is closely kin to, in fact, I believe it actually is the sweet potato that we eat, but these have just been bred for ornamental characteristics. I'm not 100% positive that it is actually the same species, but I know it is really close. Okay? These have been bred for ornamental characteristics, so that they're not really tasty. You can eat them, but they're not very tasty. Okay? And a lot of times these will have that same sort of trilobing. Here's a lobe, here's a lobe, and here's a lobe that we see on some of these other leaves. And then sometimes you'll see them and they won't have much lobing at all. It is be sort of this pointy, long, pointy cordate, really elongated cordate leaf.
And then lose the lobes with the leaves like the other ones?
To some extent, yes. But it seems like it's a little bit less pronounced than with the hetero. Okay. They do flower, but they don't typically flower in cultivation here. So you have to go down to, I guess, South America or wherever. I think it's where sweet potatoes came from. All right, this sort of chartreuse light green color is very popular. One called, I believe, Marguerite sweet potato is the cultivar that's used a lot, very widely. That one over there is a little bit less, found a little bit less often, but it's got a sort of a tricolor, the green with the white, creamy white, and then sort of a pinkish color in the veins as well. And then finally there's one that is, well, not finally, there are different variegations, but the other most popular one is Blackie, or one cultivar called Blackie, which is basically black. It's not completely black, obviously, but it's purple, close, very dark purple. Okay.
But probably the more common is the yellow-green?
That one and the black one. Yeah, I would say. They're both relatively common. So look for that sort of a spear-shaped foliage, I suppose, with sometimes tri-lobe, sometimes not lobed at all. And eventually this thing will grow, I guess it will only get to be about 8 inches to a foot tall as a ground cover, but as a vine, it can run up some things. Not nearly as far as these other vines that we saw, but 5, 6, 7 feet tall. Questions?